Hello, great viewers. How are you? Hope you're fine and doing well. In this lesson, we are going to study about the simple present tense and asking information questions with the question words what time and when. What time and when. Great. Please stay with us. Also, please watch our videos from our YouTube channel, معراج Academy. Subscribe our videos and watch them. Thank you. You can also send your questions, suggestions, ideas, whatever, to this Telegram ID. We will answer those questions as soon as we can. Okay, now let's start our 44th session. I'm sure you have seen these types of questions as you can see on the screen. When do you go shopping? When do you go shopping? What time do you go shopping? I'm sure you love shopping, yeah? Shopping. You like to buy things, right? But this is a question asking, when do you go shopping? Or what time do you go shopping? When do you go shopping? What time do you go shopping? What is the difference? What is the difference? What is the difference between these two sentences? Is there a difference? What time do you go shopping? When do you go shopping? Let's see. We are going to study about this, about how to make questions. Okay. In our previous session, در جلسه قبلی, in our previous session, I told you about the formula WXSV. You can watch the video. WXSV. W is actually, as you can see, the question word. First, the first thing you do, number one, the first thing you do is you put the question word. That's the step number one. Then that's the second step. Do or does. Do or does. You have to use do or does. For example, when do or when does, right? The third step, the third thing you need to do is use the subject. The subject of the sentence. What is the subject? I, you, we, they, he, she, it. You is the subject. With he, she, it, does. With I, you, we, they, do is used. When do you, main verb. What's the main verb? What's the main verb here? This is actually the fourth step. The fourth thing that you have to do. The main verb, you have to put the main verb. What's the main verb? The main verb is go. When do you go to work? When do you go to work? When do you go to work? So, at 8 o'clock. The answer, at 8 o'clock. When do you go to work? At 8 o'clock. You can also say, I go to work at 8 o'clock. I go to work at 8 o'clock. When do you go to work? When do you go to work? At 8 o'clock. Or, I go to work at 8 o'clock. Right. This one. With what time? What time? What time do you go to work? What time do you go to work? What time? Asking the time. At 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock. What time do you go to work? At 8 o'clock. So, what time or when, these two words, what time, when or what time, okay? Is there a difference between the two? Between when and what time? No. No! There is no difference. They're the same here. You can see. When do you go to work? At 8 o'clock. What time do you go to work? At 8 o'clock. They have the same meaning, but sometimes it's different. When actually does not ask the specific time. I repeat my sentence. When does not ask the specific time. For example, when did you come from Kabul? When did you come from Kabul? Or when did you come back? کی برگشتی؟ کی آمدی از کابل؟ You can say, I came back yesterday. دیروز آمدم. And it's okay. But, what time did you come back? ساعت چند پس آمدی؟ What time did you come back? I came back at 2 o'clock. I came back at 2 o'clock. A specific time. یعنی با what time ساعت گفته میشه. اما با when روز یا ماه یا سال یا ساعت فرق نمیکنه گفته میشه. یک بار دیگه میگم. زمانی که با what time سوال میشه، زمانی که با what time سوال میشه، شما چیکار میکنین؟ میتونین که با ساعت جواب بدین. What time does your class start? صنف شما ساعت چند شروع میشه؟ My class starts at 8 o'clock. My class starts at 8 o'clock. My class starts at 9 o'clock. یا مثلا what time does the bus leave? What time does the bus leave? یعنی بس ساعت چند حرکت میکنه ترک میکنه. What time does the bus leave? تایمر پرسیدین، ساعت پرسیدین، بعد بگیم it leaves at 12 o'clock. It leaves at 12 o'clock. توجه شدین؟ اما when اگر پرسان بشه شما میتونین که هر زمانی بگین، اما در قسمت what time شما باید specific time زمان مشخص در نظر بگیرین. Understood? Good. Now let's continue. The question word is when, and we use the word does here. Why? Because the subject is he and the main verb is in its simple form. Exercise. When does he exercise? At 10 o'clock. When does he exercise? At 10 o'clock. What time does he exercise? At 10 o'clock. Another example, just like the one before. When does he? Why does not do? Because here the subject فاعل انجام دهنده کار does has دونیه. When does he exercise? At 10 o'clock. What time does he exercise? At 10 o'clock. What time do you usually go to class? اگر usually داشتیم مثل جمله usually قبلا گفتم در درس های گذشته شما میتونین ویدیو رو ببینین، در قسمت frequency adverbs توضیح داده شد. usually جلو فعل اصلی استفاده میشه. usually و دیگه frequency adverb ها. What time do you usually go to class? What time do you usually go to class? Okay, so subject is used, frequency adverb is used, and then main verb, or frequency adverb is used before the main verb here. Like this example. Subject, frequency adverb, and then main verb is used. Understood? Here, let's practice. Let's practice. Because practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Repeat after me. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Okay. Intelligent students. Here we have blah blah. Does the pool close? The pool closes at 6 p.m. The pool closes at 6 p.m. Okay. What time or when does the pool close? The pool closes at 6 p.m. What time or when do you eat lunch? I eat lunch at 12 o'clock. What time do you eat lunch? I eat lunch at 12 o'clock. Okay, now the question. معمولاً ساعت چند به تخت خواب میری؟ What time do you usually go to bed? When or what time do you usually go to bed? What time do you usually go to bed? ساعت چند شما معمولاً به تخت خواب می روید؟ ساعت چند؟ چه زمانی؟ کی؟ What time? Answer: I usually go to bed at 11 o'clock. I usually go to bed at 11 o'clock. خیلی خوب. رسیدیم به پایان این جلسه. در این جلسه در مورد what time و when بحث کردیم. گفتیم what time و when هر دو تا لغت‌های سوالی هستند که برای پرسیدن زمان استفاده میشن، با تفاوت این که when هر زمانی میشه جواب بدین، اما what time ساعت دقیقه باید که مشخص بسازین. فرمولی که استفاده میشه در زمان حال ساده question word when و what time استفاده میشه. do و does استفاده میکنیم نظر به subject و بعد از subject هم که فعل استفاده میشه. مثال ها رو ببینین، تمرین کنین، سوالات خود از ما بپرسین، ویدیوها رو حتما سابسکرایب کنین، البته کانال رو سابسکرایب کنین، ویدیوهای ما رو لایک کنین، ببینین، سوالات خود، نظرات خود، پیشنهادات خود با ما حتما شریک بسازین. ما خوشحال میشین. نظرات سازنده شما برای ما انگیزه میده که بهتر و بیشتر از قبل کار بکنین. تشکر از اینکه همیشه با ما همراه هستین. شما رو به خدای پاک و بی‌نیاز میسپارم. تا دیدار بعد، بدرود.